on behalf of Ultimate Kickboxing, welcomes you to the main event. It's showtime! And ladies and gentlemen, from the Macedonian Entertainment Center, on the site where champions are made, let's get ready to rumble! Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome the 6th round welterweight contest to decide the best welterweight kickboxer in Australia. Would you welcome in the blue corner, Robert J. Murdoch, Adam Watt. He comes from New Lambton in Newcastle. He's had 22 bouts, 16 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. 24 years of age, scaling 67.5 kilograms. Wearing gold trunks. He is called the Prince of Pulverizing. Would you welcome from Newcastle, New South Wales, Paul Hancock. He's the dual ISCA and WKA, a welterweight champion of Australia. Across the ring in the red corner, also the ISCA Victorian and National welterweight and super welterweight champion, John Scida and the team, Sunshine Police Youth Gymnasium. He brings in the center ring a record of 13 bouts, 11 wins, 2 losses. Formerly known as the Great White Shark or the Clark Kid. Would you welcome the new golden boy of kickboxing from Melbourne's Western region, Jenk Behic, wearing green and red pants, shock attack. 6 rounds, welterweight kickboxing, sponsored by the Places Night Spot.
No knee, no holding by the neck and punching. This is what I call when I ask for a break, I want a good clean break. In case of knockdown, you must go to the furthest neutral corner before I start counting. If you don't do what I ask, I will take points up. So this is what I call when I make a good clean fight.
The time for talk is over. We are ready to get underway. We are ready to rumble in our Royal Rumble of 1997 between the Great White Shark, Jenk Behic, and the Prince from New South Wales, Paul Hancock. This should be a fantastic welterweight contest scheduled for 6x2. Behic connects early with the right hand. Sends Hancock down to the canvas. An early count from referee Dave Hedgecock. My word, he stunned him with that one early. But the Prince is okay to continue. Jenk Behic going to work early. Barrels him into the neutral corner. An inside leg kick. Hancock turns him around. Goes downstairs. Right in front of our commentary position, the Hancock going to work. And referee Dave Hedgecock is there, your third man in censoring the legend, Dave Hedgecock. A great start so far by Jenk Behic.
Well, Hancock being caught by surprise there by that big right hand of Jenk Behic. As Jim Cantunis from South Australia will attest, it is something to contend with when it hits you square on the chin very early in the round.
This capacity crowd 100% behind the playboy Jenk Behic. Look at him go, the Great White Shark. He is the leader of Australian kickboxing's new generation, Jenk Behic. And Hancock comes out bombing with his hands, just dancing around the ring. Behic leads in, goes downstairs with the right hand, backs him into the neutral corner, rights and lefts of the body. Another rib cracker by Behic. Drills in the uppercut, didn't quite find the mark.
Well, these boys loading everything up to the max.
Oh, whipping right now, kick by Jenk Behic, and then the short left. The Prince is down in the neutral corner. Dave Hedgecock applies the count. It could be an early night. It's good night, Irene! It's good night, Irene! Jenk Behic has done it again. He's made short work of the Prince, Paul Hancock. It's all over. Forget about it. Jenk Behic is the winner by knockout in the first round of the Royal Rumble. Mark the Hammer Castanini, I'll tell you what, a shock result there for some. The
Well,
Prince
an
Paul
early
Hancock
night.
getting knocked out early.
An early night, Paul Hancock He's fought in Japan. He's a very accomplished fighter indeed. And with the true gentleman of the sport, Mr. Robert Murdoch, his trainer. But an early night, they've been forced to have at the hands of Jenk.
Well, Jenk Behic, the playboy, the leader of Australian kickboxing's new generation, just continues to pluck off these big names.
Certainly another well-earned scalp, let's say, Jenk Behic has collected to his very, very rapidly growing collection. So Paul Hancock, very unfortunate, but Jenk Behic, you can never take it away from him. He's the immaculate technician, and big right hand started the beginning of the end, and that whipping roundhouse kick just put the sealer on it there for Paul Hancock. And what a great result for the up-and-coming Jenk Behic.
And I say, come on, you Paul Hancock, a big round of applause. Thanks to the tango, as we always say. Ladies and gentlemen, in 3 cheers as we traditionally do, for Jenk Behic. Hit it? Hit it? Hit it? Well, Paul, you're on a roll. Jenk, each time we say that, Jim Gutierrez, 2 victories up towards the camera, and mean that there. Go through the punch. What did you knock Paul Hancock out with after what is it, 45 seconds?
Well, I'm still trying to recover from my last fight. As you can see, I'm all bandaged up because my last fight was a hard one. I've been watching a few fights of Paul. I came into this fight knowing this is at a distance. I knew Paul will be hard, but obviously he will have to turn all my way, and he didn't get to show how good he is. I believe he can do better than that.
What was the punch? Just take it through. Jenk was in the neutral corner, a short right hand.
Well, Johnny was telling me to let my right hand. I listened to my corner, and as I always do, that's why I always make him happy. I saw him dropping his hand, so I caught it for the right hand, and it landed, and I had his number from the start, so I just let it through.
Jenk, if you take the microphone and thank a lot of people.
Once again, I want to thank the crowd, thanks everyone for coming along, supporting me. We've still got a long way to go, so keep it up. I need you there. I'd like to thank my mum and dad, been great support, my corner, everyone at Sunshine Piece, Jim, Johnny, my trainer, Paul, my ranger. I'd like to thank my main sponsors, Inflation. Hope everyone goes to the after party, we're going to have a good time. Everlast, taking care of me, thanks for the pants, I love them. I'd like to thank Charlie, been a good support. Stan, great words from Stan. Where is he? On the meeting. Thanks for the words. And software restaurant, everyone, my mates being here. Paul from Melbourne, Sydney. Thanks for that, mate. Alright. After we go to the after party, have a few drinks, and we'll talk a bit more. Thanks everyone. Good night.
John Scida. In the ring, 3 big wins here. He's become the golden boy, as I said. And where can you look now for an opponent?
Well, we're scouting around Australia. There's a few more names that Jake wants to beat before he hopefully get a trip overseas and do some damage over there. The whole team's been training hard. All the boys over police here. We don't take it lightly. We take the sport serious, as you see. We put it all together on the night. As you see, Jake had a few injuries tonight, but it was mind over matter.
John, another big night for you and Paul Delicoli. Good to see Anthony Bella here. Maybe you'll return to Tim pretty soon. But coming out, you mix kickboxing and wrestling. What extravaganza can you put for us in your next show?
And we just have to wait and see. It'll be something special. But Anthony is one of the team. He's moving up to Queensland and he'll be working up there for us and hopefully starting next year.
Okay, John, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, would you thank Jenk Behic and Paul Hancock as in these centering here. Howard Lee saying, protect yourself at all times, both physically and emotionally. Good night from Ultimate Kickboxing, the Royal Rumble. You've been here and watch the action. In our main event, Jenk Behic, after 1 minute, 45 seconds, 105 seconds, he beat Paul Hancock from New South Wales in a sensational win by knockout. Dave Hitchcock referee, getting out, pulverising Paul Hancock. Good night to you all. Good night, Tom. Good night, Nimet. And good night on Fox Sports.
And Mark the Hammer Castanini, what a fantastic main event. Jenk Behic putting the lights out on the Prince, Paul Hancock, in only a matter of minutes.
Well, everyone loves to see a knockout, Michael, and that's exactly what they got in that final explosive bout. Paul Hancock came down to Melbourne with a big reputation, having fought in Japan and many professional, many amateur bouts, should I say, in New South Wales. He had a big reputation, but Jenk Behic really stamping his mark in the welterweight ranks with his great win tonight. And also another great matched undercard by the Ultimate Crew with some great wins by Darren the Riddler Reese and the likes of Chris Christopherlides and Hung Fan, another good win for him. So all in all, a great show, and I'm sure you enjoyed it as much as I did, Michael.
It was a fantastic match and a fantastic matchups here by Ultimate Promotions. Thank you very much to them. Thank you very much to Jenk Behic for a sensational main event. He showed that he is the leader of Australian kickboxing's new generation. He is the playboy and the knockout king of tonight's main event, Jenk the Great White Shark Behic. From myself, Michael Chavello, and my verbal sparring partner, Mark the Hammer Castanini, thank you for joining us until the next Ultimate Promotion.